Imagine being so wealthy that your fortune literally crashes economies. Sounds unbelievable, right? But that's exactly what happened when Mansa Musa, the wealthiest man to ever walk the earth, embarked on a journey that would change history. His fortune was so vast that when he traveled through Egypt on a pilgrimage to Mecca, he gave away so much gold, it devalued the currency. But how did he build such an incredible empire, and more importantly, what lessons can we take from his golden legacy? Let's dive into the life and wealth-building strategies of Mansa Musa, one of the greatest financial masterminds in history. Now, let's go back in time to the 14th century, to a place that many people didn't know about at the time, the Mali Empire. Mansa Musa inherited more than just a throne. He took over a kingdom rich in natural resources, especially gold. In fact, at the peak of his reign, Mali controlled over half of the world's gold supply. That's not just a fortune, it's an empire-changing wealth. But Mansa Musa wasn't like other rulers who hoarded their riches. He didn't just sit on his pile of gold and hope for the best. Instead, he took strategic steps that not only solidified his position as the wealthiest person ever, but also left a legacy that still inspires today. His story isn't just historical trivia. No, it's a masterclass in wealth building. From controlling resources to making investments that lasted for centuries, Mansa Musa's empire offers timeless lessons that we can still apply today. So, let's dive into his secrets and see how they can help us create and manage wealth in our own lives. The first secret? Control your resources. One of the most powerful moves Mansa Musa made was taking full control over his resources. His empire was built on two key elements, gold and salt. These were the lifeblood of the Mali Empire. Gold, obviously, was the wealth everyone could see, but salt? That was just as valuable. Salt was used for preserving food, and in many places, it was more precious than gold. Imagine a time when you couldn't just pop into a convenience store for a snack. Salt was a necessity for survival. So, Mansa Musa didn't just sit back and let these resources sit in the ground or be mined by others. He actively controlled them. He made sure that his empire had access to the richest gold mines and the best salt trade routes. He wasn't relying on others to supply him. He was the supplier. Now, let's think about our own lives. What resources do you have that you can control? Maybe it's a talent or a skill. Maybe you're an expert in something that can provide value to others. Or maybe it's your time. How you use your time is a resource in itself. The key takeaway from Mansa Musa's approach is this: control what you have, maximize it, invest in it, and use it to your advantage. But Mansa Musa's wealth wasn't just about controlling resources. It was about investing in the future. Think about this. When you have wealth, you could easily sit back, relax, and live comfortably. But Mansa Musa had a bigger vision. He reinvested his wealth into his empire. His most famous city, Timbuktu, became one of the most important cultural and intellectual centers in the world. How? Through investment in infrastructure. Mansa Musa built mosques, schools, and libraries. He brought in architects and scholars from across the world. He turned Timbuktu into a place where people came not just for trade, but for knowledge. He understood that wealth isn't just about what you accumulate, it's about what you build with it. He didn't want to be remembered just as a rich king. He wanted to be remembered as a builder, a creator of lasting value. So, how can we apply this today? It's simple. Reinvest in yourself and in your future. Maybe it's buying property, taking courses to increase your skills, or even starting a business that will provide lasting value. You don't have to be a king to reinvest in something that will last beyond your lifetime. Now, here's where Mansa Musa's strategy really stands out. He didn't just use his wealth for himself or his kingdom. He used it to shape the world around him. On his famous pilgrimage to Mecca, he traveled with an entourage of thousands. And this wasn't just any journey. He gave away so much gold along the way that it caused massive inflation in the cities he passed through. Gold became so abundant that it was devalued for years after he left. But while this might seem like a reckless act, it was actually a genius move. It drew attention to Mali. It made everyone in the world aware of the wealth and power of his empire. He used his fortune as a tool to influence global politics and trade. In today's world, we might not be able to give away gold in such quantities, but we can still use our resources to influence. Whether it's through philanthropy, investing in causes we believe in, or supporting communities that need help, how we use our wealth can shape the world around us. The way you choose to use your wealth can leave a lasting impact on your community and the world at large. Mansa Musa's story isn't just about being the richest man in history, it's about how he built and used wealth with purpose. He controlled his resources, reinvested in his empire, and used his wealth to influence the world around him. These principles are timeless. Control what you have, invest in the future, and use your resources to leave a lasting legacy. So, what about you? Which of these principles can you apply in your own journey to wealth? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to learn more wealth-building strategies from history's greatest minds, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories like this one. Thanks for watching, and remember, the path to lasting wealth starts with the choices you make today.